The random jottings of Donald J. from Nelson in Pendle. It's not illegal to eat roadkill provided the animal has been run over unintentionally and hasn't been sold for consumption. There is plenty of roadkill around Pendle Hill in Lancashire. I have eaten grouse, pheasant rabbit, and much more over the years. It's never killed me yet. 73. Donald was a man of peculiar tastes, to say the least. Living near Pendle Hill in Lancashire, he had developed a unique way of sourcing his meals. For Donald, the notion of scavenging for roadkill was more than just a curious hobby, it was a way of life. He knew the law well. It was perfectly legal to consume roadkill, as long as the animal met certain criteria. It had to be a result of an unintentional collision, and it couldn't have been sold for consumption. Armed with this knowledge, Donald saw a culinary opportunity where most would see a tragic accident. Over the years, Donald had dined on a menagerie of critters that had met their untimely end on the roads around Pendle Hill. Grouse, pheasant, rabbit, these were just some of the creatures that had found their way onto Donald's eclectic menu. He had mastered the art of preparing them, turning what would be considered waste by most into delectable dishes. His friends and family were a mixture of curious and incredulous. Some dared to try his creations, while others couldn't quite bring themselves to do so. But Donald was undeterred. He knew the value of a good, free meal, and he took pride in his ability to turn tragedy into sustenance. For him, it was a matter of principle. Why let perfectly good meat go to waste when there were mouths to feed? He saw himself as a kind of modern-day hunter-gatherer, scavenging the roads instead of the forests. And it seemed to be working for him. Despite his unconventional dining habits, Donald was a picture of health, a living testament to the fact that his culinary exploits hadn't yet killed him yet, as he liked to say with a wry grin. As the seasons changed and the landscape around Pendle Hill transformed, Donald continued his peculiar pursuit. He became something of a local legend, known for his unorthodox approach to sourcing sustenance. And while not everyone understood or appreciated his methods, there was a certain wisdom in Donald's philosophy. He knew that in the grand scheme of things, life and death were intertwined, and that sometimes, the line between tragedy and opportunity was finer than one might think. By Donald J.